If you get that offended over words, that's very bad, bro. Very bad. If you get offended like that over words, that could put you in jail. That could get you hit with an assault and battery charge, a deadly weapons charge, whatever the it may be. God forbid a manslaughter or murder charge because you can't control yourself. 5 seconds. You couldn't control yourself. Now you spending 50 years. You're getting mad at some dude calling someone else a name on the internet. Like, think about that. Talking about haram this, haram that. You're a kafir that. Murtad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit that they would never fucking say to me in person. Ever. Because they know that it would be a warrant to knock them out right then and there.
That motherfucker. Different levels. All of
What's happening? This is the hypocrisy of people like Myron. Because basically you can only disrespect black people on the internet. So first and foremost, people's contradictions are going to come up because people make so much content. But that concept of, oh, the slur you can say to me, I should be able to just take it. But the slur people say to you is fighting words. And by the way, black people really don't use slurs. Generally. That's all you other folks. Now, here's where it kicks in for me. And I say it's only black people. Like, think about it. The whole thing with ICE is happening. You don't see these same people who like racial rage baiting. You don't see them running to Hispanics and calling them slurs. The country is at quote unquote war with Iran, the Middle East. You don't see them on the internet using slurs for Muslims and Arabs. The same, because what they try to say is, how can I put this? America should be a certain way and people should act more American. And the only people that they say need to act more American are black Americans. That's generally it. Everybody else is free to run around. Somalis got caught scamming in Minnesota. You don't really, before and after, you don't see people slurs all over the place. And y'all should just take that and blah, 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 blah. You don't see that. The last time Asians got trouble was when COVID happened. And prior to that, they called it the China virus. That was people was running around. But were they getting slurs left and right? Like, because they got the Asian hate crime bill during or right after that thing happened. It's like, oh, you see people are messing with us. But you don't see people messing with them now or really back then. Generally, you don't see people making content, oh, I'm mad at Asians, so blah, 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 blah. And if I disrespect these Asians, they should just do it. White people like to split up, in different groups and act like they're not white. So, but I say that you see people mess with Jewish people, but they white people. And then they go, but you can't, and that's the weird thing where it's like, oh, you say something to them, yeah, they're white people. That's part of the reason why people get quote unquote canceled. It's not just their religious belief, it's just because of their ethnicity, their racial makeup rather. But with this other part, it's like, oh, with black people, I could just say whatever I want and talk to them however I want. And, you should just take it. First of all, this concept of I should be able to disrespect you and you should just take it because it's just words is asinine. I feel like Skip Bayless, asinine, ask 10 is asinine. It doesn't make sense. Now, and then a lot of this is because you want to be able to freely disrespect black people because in a general sense, we'll get arrested for that. Like if you hurl racial slurs at somebody else and they respond to that disrespect, to a physical altercation, it's an American law, not even the spirit of the law, not even the letter of the law, the spirit of the law, or even the letter of the law. People will go, hey man, you incited violence by just disrespecting and disparaging this person because of their race or ethnicity. Can't do that. Your freedom of speech don't go that far, bro. You're not free to just, incite a riot or incite violence with people. That's not what the First Amendment is for. But when it comes to black people, it's like we got a gray area here because they're black. Yeah, I got to do the racist whisper, right? So then people could start a fight, get knocked out, and go, "Oh, but the black person hit me," and then then the police hop in like Captain Save a racist. You know, the American government and policing system is very simpish when it comes to racial issues with black people. Like, I don't. Did they punch you? Yeah. Did they call you the N-word? Yeah. Did they kick? Did they kick you in the genitals? Yeah. Did you knock them out? Yeah. See, you're guilty. You should have never hit them that hard. You know that they're weak. It's like, okay. So now knocking out an adult is the equivalent to beating up an infant, a toddler, or a little person, or beating a woman. Like, this is where this stuff goes. Now, going back to because it ain't just Myron. The whole Chud thing was like that. What is your dude name? The freaking Nick, Sneeko, all these other people. Because when I remember one of them guys was walking in New York recently and got punched by a person. It's like, because of how they act online, and it's like not a big deal. We're the only, and I don't think they got punched by a black person. So it's like, well, he was just angry. He was passionate. It's like, all right, man. Now, for me, here's where it gets interesting. So I've seen a lot of you guys who on this racial disrespect get approached by people who aren't black. And somehow it's like, oh, I already know now it's an even playing field with the law. So now this guy's disrespecting me. I just got to take it. I just can't. This guy smacks me. This guy punches me. This guy cusses me out. This guy calls me slurs. It's just, and I was like, well, I guess I've been rage baiting on the internet. Y'all back down. Y'all punk out real fast. And it's so obvious that when you make your content, even when you got punked out by other people in public on camera, you don't upload or live stream or make content that's like now I'm gonna dig into this group of people. Myron, he kind of, I remember he's Muslim, so he did the Muslim thing, he did the black thing, the KKK thing. He didn't get canceled for that, really. When he did the German salute, it started going downhill. When he did the Muslim thing about with the sword, it was already cancel culture by then. But it's like it's not a constant thing. It's like kind of like the Candace Owens thing, right? And this is what I mean by this is what I'm about to say. These people have a cowardly passive aggressive thing where they have issues with other groups, but to get their confidence up, I'm just gonna constantly disrespect black folks, constantly, and then I'm gonna throw in another group. And 10 days straight of black disrespect, and then on the 11th day for about 20 minutes, them people. It's like, if you really got an issue with other people, say it. And people, when they talk about the black fatigue, and it's like y'all make up all this stuff, and it's like, listen, and black fatigue is just like woke, something we had that y'all just perverted and flipped around. But what ends up happening is you wind up showing the world, because we already know, oh, you want a camaraderie around disrespecting us, and hopefully y'all can build a squad like that. And all of the people in your squad, all of y'all just known for stabbing each other in the back. Because honestly, we're not around you people like that. Honestly, most of y'all disrespect is from made up stereotypes or old stereotypes. And part of when I'm talking about the rage bait part is you want to disrespect us, and then we respond to the disrespect, and then we fit the stereotype. It's like, no, no, no. We fit the stereotype of not being disrespected. That's generally what that is. You know, where's my dog at? Because I was about to say, like, if you kick the dog and the dog bit you, it's not because the dog's evil. It's because you kicked the dog. You get what I'm saying? If you spit on a person and they punch you in the face, they're not evil. You spit on them. If you walked around calling women the B word and one of them slapped you, she's not evil. That's what that is. And the flip side of that is we're not walking around with this quote unquote rage bait racism to other groups of people. And we don't even respond like that. We don't even make content like and these and y'all this and y'all that and that y'all this and y'all that. It's like we don't even do that. Because honestly, we could see you personally if we wanted to. And I say that because I'm gonna end this by telling you a quick story. I'm in the grocery store today. I got my headphones on because I left the gym, and I went to the grocery store to pick up some stuff. And I look over in one of the aisles, and one of the guys that works there, I've we run into each other a lot. He's sitting in the aisle. He's talking to these two older white guys, and sometimes you know how there's a pause in something you're listening to, so it kind of paused while I was walking by, and all I heard the dude say was, "Yeah, look, I just love my people." And I looked at these two older white guys, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, y'all over here, you know, Geritol Chud, AARP Chud. We need to have a conversation. That is the issue. Y'all like to do this stuff, and you can't. Like, we're cool with conversations, even when they're tense, when it's one person. But y'all have this thing where we got to have a couple of people because this innate fear of black people responding to your disrespect by breaking your face is always present because we're not really going for the constant disrespect. And people like tiptoeing in this passive aggressive, I want to do this and say this and how far can I go before I get my teeth knocked out? And because we don't operate like that as a group, because honestly, if I say this simply, we're not pussy like y'all. Because if we don't like you, we just bring it to your face like we don't like you. We're not pussy like y'all. And that's partially why y'all have this concept of, I gotta start a conversation that's disrespectful. I got my gun on me. I gotta get me and a few people around. I gotta get an audience to applaud me and have my back because I know I'm in dangerous territory, but I need witnesses to make me feel safe. And that's where the audience comes from. Like, oh, tell them what I want to hear. Look, bro, just because you think some black dude could have smashed your mama or your aunt or your girlfriend, we don't. Now your whole world's messed up. Or matter of fact, let me just go down this path before I end it. Truthfully, what it is with this stuff is you've met black people who are just better than you, and sometimes we fit this stereotype, and we're better than you. And when I say better, I mean smarter too. and it bothers you because a lot of y'all do this thing where we can't be better than you because of whatever in America, and when the common sense should be, this is a group of people who've shown that they're better a lot of different ways for an extended period of time, in spite of America's racism. So just because you came here and you wanted to feel better doesn't mean you're actually better. So the best thing you got after that is I could disrespect them because people are going to give me cover. And you got under what y'all don't take into consideration is you brought all these people's bedroom closed door family conversations, or racial hidden quote unquote conversations that we already knew existed. Y'all brought them to the forefront, and it makes everybody look like y'all really don't have anything real in these stereotypes and conversations. So it makes y'all look more pussy than you are. You're not. You're already there, but it just makes you look worse. So 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 it's like a coven of people. You could disrespect black people on the internet, and yay! But then people like you're on camera. We hear you. We see you. Some of the things you're saying is just kind of stupid. Like you're not that bright. You're soft. You're weak. You're jealous. Yeah, I don't. I can be associated with this in an avatar, but I can clap from afar. But do I really want to be with you? Like them guys that had those masks in like Tennessee or whatever, like last year. They gave us all in the U-Haul truck. They looked like a bunch of beer drinking, him type of guys. But that's enough, man. I'm out, man. I'm done. Peace.